hopping on a little bit early, just a minute early, to make sure everything's good with the connection and people can jump on. Hey, Christina. See if a couple more people jump on in a couple minutes. I'll start blabbing. How was your day? It's Maternal Mental Health Week, so like all of us are like slammed. It's like the week before Christmas. Hi, Lisa. Yes. I think I've been frozen in this same position all day. I need to like walk around. Hi. I'll give it like another minute and then I'll start my spiel so people can rewatch later if they're not live. Hello. Today was definitely 3 days long and I still have a long list of stuff to do for work. So that's awesome. Well, I'll go ahead and introduce myself for those who are going to jump on later and whatnot. I'm Katie Crenshaw. I'm a lifestyle blogger that focuses a lot on body image and maternal mental health. So I do whatever advocacy work I can in that space, and I am the 2020 spokesperson for the Blue Dot Project. And I'm so excited that Lisa asked me to come do a little reading. I've been reading on my channels in the mornings, and like it's a new thing, but people seem to like it. So I'm super excited to do that. I have 3 children and have had perinatal mood disorders with all of them, and a history of depression and anxiety basically my whole life. So this is something I'm very passionate about, and I always get super excited for Maternal Mental Health Week because there's so much awareness, and it's just awesome to see so many people talking about it. So I'm going to read from a book that I keep reading from on my channel. My profile. It's called Untamed, and it's by Glennon Doyle. It's just so good. Like, everything in this book is perfect. So, I can't help it. Like, I just keep reading from it. So I'm going to read this part from the chapter called Feel, because I think this is a really good perspective about hard things and feeling hard things and all of that. So she says, in the past 18 years, I've learned 2 things about pain. First, I can feel everything and survive. What I thought would kill me didn't. Every time I said to myself, I can't take this anymore, I was wrong. The truth was that I could, and I did take it all, and I kept surviving. Surviving again and again made me less afraid of myself, of other people, and of life. I learned that I'd never be free from pain, but I could be free from the fear of pain, and that was enough. I finally stopped avoiding fires long enough to let myself burn, and what I learned was that I am like that burning bush. The fire of pain won't consume me. I can burn and live. I can live on fire. I am fireproof. Second, I can use pain to become. I am here to keep becoming truer, more beautiful versions of myself again and again forever. To be alive is to be in a perpetual state of revolution. Whether I like it or not, pain is the fuel of revolution. Everything I need to become the woman I'm meant to be next is inside my feelings of now. Life is alchemy, and emotions are the fire that turns me into gold. I will continue to become only if I resist extinguishing myself 1,000,000 times a day. If I can sit in the fire of my own feelings, I will keep becoming. Consumer culture promises us that we can buy our way out of pain, that the reason we're sad and angry is not because being a human hurts, it's because we don't have those countertops or her thighs or those jeans. This is a clever way to run an economy, but no way to run a life. Consuming keeps us distracted, busy, and numb. Numbness keeps us from becoming. This is why every great spiritual teacher tells us the same story about humanity and pain. Don't avoid it. You need to evolve to become, and you are here to become. Like Buddha, who had to leave his life of comfort to experience all kinds of human suffering before finding enlightenment, like Moses, who wandered 40 years in the desert before seeing the promised land, like Wesley from The Princess Bride, who says, "Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something." Like Jesus, who walked straight toward his own crucifixion. First the pain, then the waiting, then the rising. All of our suffering comes from when we try to get to our resurrection without allowing ourselves to be crucified first. There is no glory except straight through your story. Pain is not tragic, pain is magic. Suffering is tragic. Suffering is what happens when we avoid pain and consequently miss our becoming. That is what I can and must avoid, missing my own evolution because I am too afraid to surrender to the process. Having such little faith in myself that I am numb or hide or consume my way out of fiery feelings again and again. So my goal is to stop abandoning myself and stay, to trust that I'm strong enough to handle the pain that is necessary to the process of becoming. Because what scares the hell out of me a lot more than pain is living my entire life and missing my becoming. What scares me more than feeling it all is missing it all. These days when the pain comes, there are two of me. There is the me that is miserable and afraid, and there is the me that is curious and excited. The second me is not a masochist. She is wise. She remembers. She remembers that even though I can't know what will come next in my life, I always know what comes next in the process. I know when the pain and the waiting are here, the rising is on its way. I hope the pain will pass soon, but I'll wait it out because I've tested pain enough to trust it, and because who I will become tomorrow is so unforeseeable and specific that I'll need every bit of today's lessons to become her. I keep a note stuck to my bathroom mirror. Feel it all. It reminds me that although I began to come back to life 18 years ago, I resurrect myself every day, in every moment that I allow myself to feel and become. It's my daily reminder to let myself burn to ashes and rise new. So, I loved that in relation to being a mom and struggling with maternal mental health issues and things like that. I've had some really low points, like so many other women. And if I hadn't trusted the process and known that it wouldn't ruin me and that I would come back and be okay and it would all be part of the becoming, it could have taken me out. And it didn't. So I just love that feelings are just feelings. Sometimes they're scary, but it's all part of the process, and we will all rise out of it eventually. Everything is temporary. So there's your bedtime story. I hope that was inspiring. And if you're interested in this book, again, it's called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. It's my favorite. There's like words of wisdom on every single page. So yeah, I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you so much for having me, Lisa. And you can find me at Katie M. Crenshaw. I'm just over there doing weird stuff on my own stories all day, every day. So have a good night, everybody.